Sorry.
We get everyone from the Fort Lauderdale group come on up.
We're here. Yeah, we want to honor your work.
That's right. Okay.
All right, so the why of our community engagement at Miami Area Command is to change the quality of life for everyone that comes through our doors. So that's not only the folks that are living and guests at our Center of Hope, but also those who receive weekly food box distribution at our core locations, but also guests, volunteers, our own staff, and donors, most importantly. So how can we communicate our why more effectively with our team is continue the consistency with team meetings across all departments. And with our partners, the rollout of our luncheon tours will be trying and, again, increasing that connectivity and increasing the amount of partnerships. Therefore, we can provide that greater experience and more welcoming and more home-like experience for all of our clients. We need to also make sure that we provide transparency with our community, and that's also goes both ways. So making sure that the development department is present at as many community events as possible, hosting events at our location, ensuring that all of our special programs are rolled out to the media and press release, and in making sure that our core are a part of our monthly meetings and that our team has that relationship with the core so that they know that we're there to support them. So the cores are really supporting the neighborhoods, and we want to make sure that if there's a need in the neighborhood that we're able to meet that need.
Well, thank you. How are you discerning the needs that are right in the neighborhood? Do you have people who are doing outreach in the neighborhoods, who are talking to people on a regular basis?
So we receive referrals from not only the police departments, but also school counselors. As far as canvassing, I think our partnerships with the library and other local collaboratives and local nonprofits are important in making sure that, you know, if there is a child that receives a food baggie on Friday afternoons, well, maybe that child is facing homelessness and, you know, they're just not aware yet. But if we can provide those preventative services, and if counselors, or again, police department, fire department, other community partners have identified a need, we can start that communication. And of course, we partner with the Homeless Trust. And so if we cannot provide service, we can make sure that we provide a referral for the most appropriate service for that family. Because they might not be in our geographic area, so there might be a referral that may provide better assistance to that family.
I love the why here. The why is to improve the quality of life of everyone that comes through our doors. And that's actually, that's an interesting model because it's a kind of a come-to model. Those folks who come to us, we want them to experience a colony of heaven right here. We want them to experience some kind of real value add to their work as they come through our doors. And then as you go out to the community too, there's going to be another kind of quality of life that you're taking out in the community.
Can I ask a question in Miami? So the mayor's office now, we have constituent services, it's like 4 people. When we're doing events, not all, but events where it's a community, truly a community event in the city of Calpata, the mayor's constituent group goes out to table up, a little pop-up like that. They've got computers so they can answer residents' questions. They have about anything from voting to...
We do that. We just, where did that?
Here at Miami-Dade Community College.
Yeah, so we do that, yep.
So we go out there and work together on some of the ones that I find out that we're doing.
Yes,
that
please.
love
That. Yes.
Perfect.
We would love that.
Usually free, right? A lot of the Children's Trust has a lot of those family-friendly things. If you're not hearing about them, we need to get you dialed in there because again, if somebody may be doing on a Saturday, Sunday, not always, maybe the best.
Or flexible, yes, you can do the weekends, if that's a possibility. If you can connect us, that'll be phenomenal.
Are we doing a booth at the youth fair at all?
Not at this time. Not at
Because
this
that's a
time.
good-
That's a great option, so.
We can connect with them.
So we have new ideas still popping up. I like that.
Well, this is, this one here, we added, so you said your partners, your community, we did add your cores. We have 3 cores. One of them is going to be a brand new in a new area. But they came up with, the development came up with meeting once a month with the cores. Just to get them to understand what they're doing and what we're doing. And how can we make their job easier and make them be more successful in changing the quality of life. So this says going through the doors, but because I'm thinking of the center of home and our building, but we're going to do, they want to do it with the cores, and then that's taking it out to that area as well.
See, and that's what I thought.
So we added
I'm glad-
that onto the list that we started this morning. That we added a new thing on.
That's wonderful. That's taking the mission to the community, and that's so important. And I love some of the other ideas here. I hope we can capitalize on some of those. Why don't we hear it for? Thank you.
This to you, or we keep it? Oh, you'll keep it off.
Go water down.
Go ahead.
You can do it.
Oh my goodness. All right, so the formulated team, we were very short because I figure you guys want to have lunch, so we're not trying to make it very quick. So what is the why of your community engagement? I think it's just we go back to our mission. It's really to provide services to our community, to make everybody's life better, right? So those who are, I always tell my staff that people don't come to the Salvation Army to when they're in their best time, unless they're coming to donate. They come to us when they're in their worst time. So we have to make sure that we provide for them the services that we can, as much as we can, and we cannot do it, make sure that we refer them somewhere else. Okay? That's why we do it. So how can we communicate our why effectively with our team? We go back to say, why did you join the Salvation Army? When I say employee, that's kind of lagging behind, it's like something is going on. So, okay, let's go back. Why did you apply to the Salvation Army? Why did you want to come and work here? So all the time it brings them back to say, because of the mission, because of the work that we do. So we communicated that way. To our partners, for outcomes and for our trust of success, and also when we tell them there is no agency that can provide all the services to all the clients all the time. So we need that partnership, but I think if we all bring our strengths together, we're going to be more effective in providing the services that the clients are looking for.
And I just want to add one thing. The stories of some of these people that we tell them about personal interest stories, that's when people click. They remember the human beings behind this.
So the why I'm here is change lives.
Yeah.
Lives that are dramatically changed.
We've got walking, talking testimonials.
That's right.
And to our communities, again, we go back to outcomes. And also, when we go to talk to somebody in the community, we always want to make it relevant. Why should we go to the community and why should we help us? What is it for you? Some people do it for the goodness of their hearts because they want people to do better. By all means, there is a lot of people like that. But there are also people who are saying, okay, what's there for you? If you're a business person, here in Fort Lauderdale, we had a huge encampment right across from the library. And of course, those businesses in the neighborhood, they were not happy. They were looking for solutions. They were looking for, okay, what else can we do? And at that time is when they realized, maybe I play a role here. So making it real for them, making it really relevant to them for whatever the reason is, I think that's how we can communicate.
Do you still have a goal? I know in the first presentation you did last time, you talked about having 70 new shelter beds. Is that still a goal?
Absolutely, yes. We're still in the process of coming up with our plan or revising our plan for our capital campaign. And of course, you know, the sale will be, okay, why should you give us the money, right? Because we're going to increase services.
So that's part of dealing with the encampment, is to say there's a transitional housing that we have. Actually, it offers the opportunity for people to have changed lives and better economic outcomes as well as spiritual outcomes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Powerful line. Let's hear it before life. John, so what's what you got? You need help? Think you got that?
Yeah, I'm just, thanks, lady. All right, just capitalizing on my gifts here with the pictures. But our why is simply to build a path out of generational poverty and government dependency for all of our constituents who come to our programs. And why music? Because music instruction has proven to improve cognitive skills, producing productive members of society. So, I mean, it's the same why as almost everyone else here, is that people through our programs will have a better life because of them. So, yeah, generational poverty and government dependency, we're trying to create a pathway out of that. Number two, how do we meet our why? How do we communicate our why more effectively with our team? Mission is kind of clarifying the mission to our team, remembering why we're all doing what we're doing. It is to meet human needs. Our why is centered around the mission. We have to do a better job of communicating the mission of the Army with our team members to meet human needs in Jesus' name. Amen?
And not only communicating the mission, but to make sure that they understand the mission and are 100% on board with the mission. Because a team that is not on board with the mission, they will not perform to their best ability. So, mission.
Right. How do we do that to our partners? It's by just telling them the effects of music. It breaks barriers and brings people together. These are the outcomes that we're looking for that we've already seen in so many other ways. And so our community is to tell the story. For a lot of elders kind of spoke on that. It's to tell the stories of success, not only of the people who we've encountered, but how it has affected us as well, how we got to where we are, making it very personal, that we are products of music programming, and it got us, our family, out of generational poverty and government dependency, and we want to create programs to do the same for our community.
Yeah, and just to go back to the partners and community, when we tell our stories, bringing music together, how he said it breaks down barriers. Music is a universal language, and music allows us to see one another. Music allows us to experience one another through different cultures and everything. And once we experience and see one another, I feel like we're able to come together because we understand each other, creating less chaos and less division. So that's another reason to highlight for our partners and our community.
May I ask? I'm sorry. You just blew me away with the story. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's phenomenal. I didn't know that. Were you in South Florida, or were you when you were in the music program?
No, so the story from my side, more so than Eric's side, starts in North New Jersey. With my parents before I was even born. My mom was with her brothers, just hungry and just roaming the streets, and they came into the Salvation Army, and they just happened to have a roller skating rink in the Northwest Side Cohort. She came in there, and the officer fed her. They provided just the basic human needs, and through that, they just kept coming back just to eat. And then eventually they started coming to church. I was born. My dad was a member of the ARC programs, the Elder Rehabilitation Center. So we had my mom being fed and my dad through the ARC programs come together to make me. And
I'm sorry, Major. Can we put somewhere in the budget for digital media and get their story on a little video?
Yes.
So you can do my job easier? Like, that's phenomenal.
But there's so many other,
That's beautiful.
Yeah, people in our program have similar stories that can happen so often. There are stories to be told.
But you literally took me through the program of what the Salvation Army does. But just the 2 seconds that you shared, you were in poverty, you had a need, someone in the court met that need, and it changed the future of your complete life. So doing that in a digital video, in a digital media, and funding that, and be able to share that, it just, I mean, wow, that's That's encouraging.
You
Thank
said
for
from your
sharing.
side, I'm curious about your.
Yes, and I want your story.
Well, mine's not as interesting as the.
We all have our journey. We all have our journey.
Well, we figure he made about half of that
I wasn't raised in the Salvation Army, but Denzel introduced me to the Army at 18 to a music conservatory at camp.
Oh my goodness.
So one year, I was pregnant, and he said, "Hey, do you want to go to church with us?" He knows that I did not want to go to church because I'm 18 and pregnant. So he said, "Well, go to this conservatory with me, conservatory graduation with me." I said, "Okay," and at the conservatory graduation, that's where I was introduced to the Army. And when we were down and out, they fed us, and that's where my story enters in. And of course,
And
being
were you in
involved
South
the Cohort.
Florida? Sorry.
No.
Oh, you were in New Jersey.
No, so I was in Georgia.
You were in Georgia. Okay.
Yes. So.
Wow. Amazing story, though.
You want to
That's
talk
really
about start
phenomenal.
with why?
Yes.
This is
the
why,
why.
right? This is
Yes.
why you guys have
This
a
is the why.
testimony
Yes.
about why.
This is.
It's personal.
Yeah.
It's personal.
One's journey that makes. I mean, your whole life, and now your life impacts so many because of that one person that fed your family.
Impact your wife. Impact your family.
That's phenomenal.
Man, that is awesome. Well, we praise God for that.
Yes. Amen.
What ages do you start singing?
So and currently at our core, we have like 4-year-olds. Like we have a 6-year-old son now. We've seen him start out, but he's part of our programs. Yeah. So I
So you
think
start
it's
with
all.
a children's choir?
Yeah. We want to intervene as quickly as possible.
Yes, we have 5 children.
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful.
What's our question with it here?
My children. That's amazing.
That calls you church growth
Beautiful.
from the Cohort.
That's so beautiful.
Let's hear it for West Palm.
Yes.
We're going to break for lunch now. In fact, I'm going to ask Denzel, stay right there. I'd like you to pray for us as we break for lunch. And let's just thank God for